Greetings YouTube, Simon here, welcome to our next Final Fantasy VII video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get the safety bit, which is the first item we'll be collecting during the whole snowy fields, icicling / area where you can easily get lost. It's a bit of a nuisance, but hopefully if you follow along with this next series of videos, you'll be able to go ahead and grab everything that's worth grabbing, including the Alexander materia, which we'll be getting in a future video. But before we actually get into the bulk of today's episode, I've just come off the live stream where I recorded this footage, and during that live stream we had a record, an insane amount of super chat donations, something that has never happened before, not in this way on my channel throughout its entire history, and I'm so grateful to everybody that has shown their support by sending a super chat during that live stream. And a few folks suggested that maybe I could record my wife as I told her the news to see her reaction as well, which I was able to do, but unfortunately in the excitement of trying to record secretly to get a natural reaction from her at the time, I did unfortunately press the stop button, so the reaction is brief. She does of course express her deep gratitude to everybody that supported the channel. She also wants me to mention that she is very poorly at the minute with a bit of a nasty cold, so you'll have to excuse that. And also, I had already mentioned when I went for my tea break during the stream to her that, you know, we was up to like $200 in super chats at the time, which she was very excited about. So this was coming off the back end of that. Here was her reaction, albeit only a brief snippet of it. What was it I told you we'd done on the stream when we first?
Over $200,
okay.
She said.
That was good, wasn't it?
What did you do?
$723.
What? Are you pulling my leg?
And unfortunately the video cuts off there, which is kind of annoying, but hopefully that little snippet managed to at least capture her shock and surprise. But of course, like me, she's also extremely grateful to all of the support that many of you have shown. So thank you so much to all of our super chatters as we now move into the main subject of today's video, and that is getting the safety bit item, which is an accessory that effectively nullifies the sudden death negative status ailment. So it's a good thing to get, and it's fairly simple too. Now what you're going to want to do, if you're going to be following along with my guide exactly, is just to make sure that once you do the snowboarding minigame, that you choose the left path 2 times. Okay, so there's twice during the snowboarding minigame that the path splits as a fork in the hill. Make sure you choose the left path each time, and that'll just make sure that you plonk down pretty much in the same location that I have landed in here. Now if you choose any other combination, maybe you go left then right, or right twice, or right then left, then you're going to end up in different areas of the zone. Now it doesn't matter, you can still get all of the items, but for the purposes of following along with my guide, just to make things easier, I advise that you just go ahead and select the left path both times. Now once you've gone ahead and landed in this field, there's actually a mine source you can grab just up north. It is hidden, so you might want to go ahead and get that. If you don't close the dialogue box, then it appears that you can get it multiple times by exiting the area and re-entering, but you can't. Unfortunately, we did test that and it doesn't work. But for the purposes of today's video, we're just going to be going straight ahead to get the safety bit. And in order to do this, we need to be making our way out of the eastern exit, the rightmost exit of this first area here. Now, along with the random enemy encounters in this zone, the other thing you're going to have to contend with is the fact that you can only take, I believe it's 145 steps maximum before passing out from the cold, at which point you'll spawn at the northernmost part of this area and you'll have to make your way back if you want to carry on collecting the items. You will have to pass out a few times as well, unfortunately, before you can go ahead and collect everything. So what you want to do is make your way over here following the path that I've taken, and we've got this puzzle area. Now what happens once we jump on these blocks of ice is that they're going to shrink blocks around them so that you can't jump on them, but also expand other blocks so that you can. Now I got the solution for this off the Final Fantasy wiki, but if you just follow the path that I take here, then it'll be exactly the same for you in your game and you can get to the other side. Okay, so what you want to do is use the D-pad to aim Cloud in the direction you want to head in, and then just tap the confirm button on the controller or on the keyboard if you're playing the PC version in order to jump across to the next block of ice. And just follow the exact path that I'm taking. As far as I'm aware, it is the quickest way to get across to the other side here. And once you've done that, you can head into the next zone where there is a cave, and inside the cave you can crawl through in order to access the first item, which is the safety bit itself. So it's just located there. And then the only other thing worth noting is that you need to use the puzzle to actually exit this area unless you want to pass out first. But assuming you actually want to get across the proper way here, that is without fainting, then just follow the exact path that I'm going to take and it won't be a problem. It is a little bit different to the path we used to get here. You can't simply reverse that, but that's not a big deal. Just do exactly what I do and you won't have any issues at all. As you can see, Cloud doesn't bother to take easy steps here, it's just big fat jumps each turn. Okay, there we go, and we're back safely on the other side. Now, you might be able to get an extra item in here before passing out and having to, you know, repeat the process of making your way back into this area, but we'll leave that for future videos. So thanks for stopping by today, guys. Hopefully you've managed to get the safety bit. Once again, big thank you to everybody who supports the channel as either a super chatter, YouTube member, or patron, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.